Really enjoying it. Anyway. Alright. Back to the action. Asougi. Alright. Well done, Naruhodo. That was fantastic. Thank you. Ugh. I feel like I'm dying. I can hardly believe it. I mean, just look at you. I'm dying. You're dying. Drenched in sweat. Drenched in Schweppes. Knees trembling. Palms sweaty. Mom spaghetti. Eyes darting. Teeth chattering. But even in that sorry state, you still managed to grasp the truth. Thanks, dude. You're more suited for this line of work than I thought. Oh, stop it, or I'll really die of embarrassment. Tete na. In any case, we finally dragged that phantom woman to the stand. Miss Giselle Brett, an exchange student from the British Empire, huh? See, I told you there was someone else there. I wasn't going freaking crazy. You looked at me with those eyes. You were like, dude's losing it. Dr. Watson wasn't alone at the time of the incident. There was a young woman sitting across from him. True, you did say that. At the very least, I do have confidence in my powers of observation, you know? My eyes. Yeah. Alright. By the way, speaking of that lady, I know that the good detective helped her vanish from existence. But did you really not catch any of that while it was happening? No, I mean, no, I can't say I did. Right as I was about to leave the restaurant, I saw that pistol by the doctor's table. It was just lying there, begging to be picked up. What is that supposed to mean? It's a freaking pistol. Next thing I knew, bang! Also, I just realized we don't even have the pistol in the evidence. We literally don't have the pistol. What is this bullshit? Before I could figure out where the gunshot had come from, that waiter suddenly charged at me like a madman. Then he shoved me into the kitchen pantry. Sounds like a brilliant arrest. Just what I'd expect from a trained detective. Don't... like... Why are you complimenting the guy that freaking arrested me, dude? As for what happened at the crime scene afterwards, well, I have absolutely no idea. What? Hello again. Excellent work out there, you two. Oh, you. Professor Mikotoba. I forgot the word. I forgot the... no. I forgot the voice that I literally was not even like an hour ago. It appears my hunch was correct. The two of you make a fine team. In fact, you're faring even better than I expected. I knew it. This was all part of your scream. This was all part of your scheme, wasn't it, Professor? You plotted to remove me from this defense. This country is still young, its legal system even younger. As such, it is particularly valuable for our nation to have their brightest youths scouring the globe. I intervened only to prevent the possibility that your trip to study abroad could be revoked. And yet, Professor, if I turn out to be a pathetic man who can't even save his best friend, then I will withdraw from the exchange program myself. Huh? You can't do that! Oh, but he can. I thought you might say something like that. Asougi. That means... oh god. That means everything rests on your shoulders then. Don't look at me! Don't you both look at me! I don't like this POV shot. This is scary. Huh? Mine, sir? Prove your own innocence and expose the truth behind this murder. I would love to learn what really happened. After all, I can't say that I'm completely unaffected by this incident. Come to think of it, Professor Mikotoba, mentioned that earlier, didn't he? Professor? Could it be that you were acquainted with the victim? Why, yes, I was. I mean, aren't they like teachers from the same school? I mean, they probably knew each other. It's not a surprise. The one who formerly visited the late John H. Watson to teach here as a professor was none other than myself. Oh, not just acquaintances then. Huh? Are you serious? This is my first time hearing about this too. Whatever the case may be, you both have your work cut out for you. The murder victim was a professor from Britain, whose name holds great sway. Thus, our government hopes to convict someone as swiftly as possible. What's more, the opponent we're about to face, someone the Imperial Police tried to cover up, a British student and a lady at that. I suspect the prosecution will unleash all matter of underhanded tactics against you. I mean, he literally made the witnesses lie. So, you know, I think we're pretty prepared. But I know you two are prepared to fight until the bitter end. Hang in there. Yes, sir. Ah, that reminds me. Oh, right. This whole time, like, this girl has been standing there and no one knows who she is. I would like for you to return to the university immediately. Oh, he's not even gonna talk about her. We may have some use for you over there. Oh, he's talking to her, okay. Understood. Kazuma, I wish you the best. Oh, wait. Asougi? No, I was gonna... I was like, she's calling him by his first name, but his first name is probably Asougi. His last name, first name. So I'm the one calling him by his first name because we were best friends. Okay. Kazuma, I wish you the best. Goodbye. Defendant! Recess is ending! Head back to the courtroom at once! It's time. I'm counting on you again, partner. Let's cut the nonsensical ramblings of these old men to pieces. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, Asougi? Yes. Thanks. I mean it. Don't confess in the freaking defendant's lobby, dude. That's weird. Come on. No need to be so cautious. Cautious? Cautious. Anyway. Oh, this is your OST, dude! Every time I hear this, oh. Man. Seriously, if you hadn't put your faith in me, I'd have been declared guilty a long time ago. I have faith in you, not only as a man, okay, but also as both an attorney and a friend. Asougi. I love you! If I'm declared guilty in this trial, Asougi really will give up on this trip abroad. That's just the sort of guy he is. I'm not the only one whose fate is at stake in this stake. No matter who the opponent is, I can't afford to lose. I guess you're right. I'll save my gratitude for later after the trial. Yeah. Get ready to treat me to the usual beef hot pot at the cafeteria when this is over. That's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh no, that was me. That was me saying that. You got it. I'll even get you an extra large serving. That's so cute. I really hope he doesn't die. I'm so scared. I don't know, man. Every time in these Ace Attorney games, every time someone acts as the what's that called? Like the tutorial, like dude. The dude like tells you about everything. Every time I see them, I'm like, he's gonna die. They're gonna die. They're gonna die in the next case or something. I'm so scared. Anyway. Let's go. Let's get back into it. The court will now resume the trial of Ryuunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Ouchie, how goes the search for your new key witness? I can't read. Good, Your Honor. She has responded to the summons. Thanks to a certain little brat, our government was scrambling to complete the task. Dude. Sorry. Don't say sorry, dude. He freaking- I mean, like, the entire freaking police department, like, tried to silence some witnesses. I don't think you should be sorry about, you know, them having to do extra work. Responding in a timely manner is their job, not ours. I fail to see the problem. This uproar has surely soured our relationship with the British Empire. You've jeopardized not only the treaty, but also our nation's future. Oops. I'm so sorry. Yo, I'm just trying not to get freaking convicted of murder I didn't commit. A treaty formed with an easily agitated empire isn't worth the paper it's written on. I repeat, I fail to see the problem. I beg your pardon? A secret trial to appease the foreign government, a sloppy investigation, a hidden witness. Where has our nation's sense of justice gone? To which the empire does this court belong? Silence! Know your place, student! You children know nothing of this precarious position our nation is in. That's such a weird way to wipe your sweat. That's so weird. For us to one day stand among the powers, profound political strategies, tragedy. Our path forward shall be paved by diplomacy. While I may be an average student who knows little to nothing about politics, I can feel the truth of Asougi's words just by standing here in this court. Am I talking? I'm saying this out loud. An empire with no justice also has no future. That's what I believe. Oh, okay, he is. I mean, well said, Naruhodo. Shifty eyes and all. I'm still nervous. My first trial, don't worry. I'm fine, I'm fine. Damn you! Doink. Very well then. As our empire's highest bastion of law, the Supreme Court exists for the sake of justice. Let us resume the trial. The court calls the next witness to the stand. Bring in the exchange student from the British Empire, Miss Giselle Brett. Yes. Boink. Yes, Your Honor! Are you okay, dude? Lose some brain cells? Probably. I don't even know how many brain cells he has though. Oh my god. Oh, he's still here. Ma'am? Oh, greetings, greetings. You must have endured quite the journey. Welcome to Japan. Quick, someone fetch the tea. A proper British greeting begins and ends with black tea. Is that true? Don't know. Don't care. Don't know. Don't care. Asougi, I would die for him. I would die for him. Now then, witness, would you please grace us with your name and occupation? Not you, dude. Yes, sir. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm currently working undercover as a- I wasn't talking to you! Ladies first, a proper British greeting always begins and ends with the lady. What does that mean? Is that true? Don't know. Still don't care. I love you, Asougi. More importantly, do you remember what you said earlier? One thing I do have confidence in is my own observational skills, was it? Oh, right. I might have said that. Yet all you could describe... all you could describe her was a young woman. And you didn't see this bitch? Like, this whole ass. Sure you're not actually blind as a bat, Naruhodo? He's making fun of me. Oh, dude. I have no rebuttal. Anyway, let us start over. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Ooh. Ooh. Love it. Animal Crossing? Huh? Milady? Pardon my rudeness, but, what? Oh. She says her name is Giselle Brett. She hails from London. At present, she is a research exchange student in Imperial Yume's medical program. Oh, your English is so pleasing to the ear, milady. Even though I understood not a word, I am entranced by the beauty of your voice. From what I can hear, we can trust the detective to interpret her testimony accurately. Yeah, I agree. As if I know what's happening. Looks like all that prep work you did to study abroad in Britain won't go to waste. At least, yeah, at least we have some actual... At least Asougi knows what he's saying, and he's not gonna bullshit us or something. Studying in Japan doesn't know a lick of Japanese. You would be surprised. As for you, Naruhodo, it seems your time in the English department isn't just for show. Oh, I was in the English department? Oh, look at me! Now then, esteemed witness. Apologies for the inconvenience, but we would like for you to testify. 3 days ago, at the scene of the terrifying murder in La Quantos, you were sharing a table with the late Dr. Watson. Is that correct? She says yes. That was the... She said way more than yes. This is going to get annoying fast. This exchange student doesn't even speak our language. She says she had to vacate the scene due to an emergency. She deeply apologizes. She had to return to the university for an important research symposium. Some cheek you have for someone who personally let her escape. I was simply following the special orders issued to me by the police headquarters. Oh, do excuse me, my lady. Can you please take a look at this photograph? When the incident occurred, you were unfortunately at the scene of the crime. Does that mean you bore witness to the crime with those beautiful eyes of yours that we can't see at all? Totally not suspicious. She says it was a most sad and terrifying spectacle to behold. Oh, she did see it. So she did see it after all. Yes, Your Honor. It seems that she indeed witnessed the crime unfold. The defendant over there. He's the one who shot the victim. That is her testimony to the moment of the crime. Well, shit. Order! Order! Order in the court. There you have it, Your Honor. This is an incriminating testimony. Why does everyone have it against me? I mean, this is Ace Attorney. I'm not surprised, but also, like, come on, man. Now I get it. That woman is a true opponent. Doink. As much as it pains me to say this, witness, please give us your testimony. Describe to us this sad and terrifying spectacle. Nod. Oh, okay. What is she? Alright. That sad and terrifying spectacle. Oh my god. That day, I had joined Dr. Watson for a rather late lunch. The doctor was unable to eat, so I ordered a beefsteak for myself. The accused came over to greet the doctor, but they quickly began to argue. Then, before my very eyes, the student took the doctor's pistol and shot him. I was not carrying a firearm, so it is impossible for me to have committed the crime. I mean, no one's, like, you know, no- oh, I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. What did you say? That sounds like a decisive testimony. Judge, you can't say that. I swear I never argued with a doctor. Quit your yammering. The word of a black-hearted villain, or the word of a pure-hearted lady. Which do you think we'd trust? Not even a scoundrel like you, scoundrel like you should know. Hold on. Haven't you learned your lesson? No. Nothing's gonna change if you keep raising your hand without thinking. You're the one who told me to talk without thinking. I'm just so frustrated. Shortly thereafter, I arrived on the scene. When I relayed the testimonies of this lady and the two previous witnesses to the headquarters, it was concluded that she had no relation to the incident, and thus she was sent home. She still saw the freaking crime, like you can't just like, you know, let her go. She was right there, she was probably the closest to you know, she was the closest one. And they're like, oh, you have nothing to do with the freaking crime scene, bye! It's like, bro. Anyway. Now, if only those testimonies were legitimate. If not, they're not. In any case. This lady is swearing- I thought it said swearing. This lady is swearing, but you guys don't know because it's in English. This lady is wearing the same outfit she wore on the day of the incident. As you can see, there is no place in which she could have concealed a pistol. She has a huge ass skirt. She could have put so many things under there. I think you could hide a single pistol just about anywhere, though. Unless you can indicate this hiding place to us. What you're spouting here is mere conjecture. Conjecture. This dress has no pockets. There is nowhere to hide a pistol. That is what she says. Ugh. I like to turn that woman upside down and give her a good shake just to check. Naruhodo! It's a good thing you're saying that in your head, otherwise... Ooh, would have been... just a little yabe. Just a little yabe. You better not be thinking of getting violent, Naruhodo. Come on! I didn't fire the gun I found! So there must have been another one. Exactly. That lady must have concealed it somehow. At least, that's what we need to prove. And to do that, we have to destroy her testimony no matter what. Doink. Oh, she is hiding! She's probably the killer. I mean, She probably is the killer. Very well. Defense, the court orders you to begin your cross-examination. But you begin your cross-examination. Okay, Judge. You good? Alright. Cross-examination. That's sad and terrifying spectacle. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, like, is it going to include the ones that she said? Because I mean, it would make no sense. Like, how are we supposed to cross-examine? Okay, that day I joined Dr. Watson for a rather late lunch. Professor was unable to eat, so I ordered a beefsteak for myself. The accused came over to greet the arguing, and then right before my very eyes, I started to be open, but I shot him. Wow! Not carrying a firearm, so we just bobbed over me carry. Okay. Arguing. So that's wrong. Hi. I wasn't trying to pick a fight or an argument. I recognized Dr. Watson, so I went over to say hi, that's all. I understand your frustration, but there is little I can do about it. Oh, no, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the lady. For starters, what were the doctor and I supposedly arguing about? That may be difficult to answer. Why? Miss Pratt doesn't seem to understand Japanese. Oh, of course, of course. Japanese is a worthless language anyway. Dude. English is the future, as they say. He does not approve of what cultural enlightenment has done to society, and yet he is kissing ass! I have never seen such ass kissing! So the prosecution believes that English will be celebrated for generations to come. That lady may look calm, but I know she's telling a bold-faced lie. I have to find an opening, no matter how small. Anyway, it appears that the accused had returned to his own table after that quarrel. As I recall, you said as much yourself. Yeah, I still have some coffee left over. Right, but once you finished your coffee... Once I finished my coffee, I got ready to leave the restaurant. So I took the pistol. How did I take the pistol? It's just on the floor? Like I said, I never shot him. And like I said, Naruhodo, that claim does not hold water on its own. Shut the fuck up. I didn't expect to be scolded by my own partner. It was kind of hot though. However, you've already admitted it. You were holding a pistol when the gunshot rang out. Well, that's true, but... As I was leaving, all I did was pick up the gun lying by the doctor's feet. In fact, I'd say, at the time, that lady was closer to him than I was. She's more suspicious. That's enough, wretched schoolboy. What? Wretched? Your baseless accusations threaten to turn this into an international incident. Dude, someone was murdered. However, her testimony is likewise lacking in the evidence department. Evidence department. Yep, yes. What are you on about? The lady is simply telling us what she saw with her own two eyes. Oh, she's smiling. I don't like that. If you ask me, this is already on the level of international incidents. I was not carrying a firearm, so it is impossible for me to have committed the crime. There's a pistol on the floor. Wait, do you have any proof of that? Of course, I confirmed it myself. I don't trust you. You tampered with witnesses. How am I supposed to freaking... Oh my god. Did you really? Shortly after the incident occurred, I verified that she had no firearm on her person. How? When I questioned her, she clearly stated that she did not have one in her possession. This courtroom is a mess. Hold on. Jesus. How exactly is that confirmation? I'm sure the police conducted a body search on her, didn't they? We did not? Why not? The lady proudly declared that she was not in possession of a gun. In this country, we prefer not to pry deeper into such matters. Or perhaps you're a fucking idiot. You were prevented from prying any deeper. Regardless, if you truly believe the ridiculous notion that this gentle lady was concealing a pistol, then why don't you prove it to us? So, in other words, he wants some evidence. Normally, I would have remained at the scene and assisted in the investigation. But because the lady had a research presentation to give, I let her go. So, hold on. So you made a report to headquarters and helped this lady flee from the crime scene. I did not help her flee, I simply escorted her back to the university. That's exactly... She had no intention of escaping, as it were, which is why she now stands before us on the witness stand, fair and honest. Unlike a certain obstinate schoolboy. Hey, listen to me when I'm freaking insulting you. I'm not gonna freaking listen to you, asshole. So you shot and killed the victim after a heated argument, did you? Oi, oi, that's the biggest, craziest, stupidest lie I've ever heard in my freaking life. I agree. Still, we cannot deny the power that this testimony holds. It came from the lips of an elegant young lady from the British Empire, that's all. Compared to you, covered head to toe in black, she seems much more trustworthy. This is just a uniform! Why is everyone berating me on the freaking school uniform? Also, you're wearing the same thing! Says the guy who would be wearing all black if it wasn't for that frilly red headband. You're literally wearing the same thing, dude. At any rate, now's our only chance to expose her lies for what they really are. Because if we can't tear down her testimony, this trial is as good as over. You know. Even you should be able to feel the intense bloodlust in the room. Yeah, to be honest, it feels like I already have one foot in the grave. And if I don't find a contradiction soon, it'll be both feet in the grave. If you're in a bind, just press any statements that stand out. You're bound to make a breakthrough eventually. Wonder what secrets are hidden beneath this foreign belle's mask. You just have to expose them through this cross-examination. Okay. Why is a schoolboy a defense attorney? He's in... Yeah, so, because you probably missed it. He's in, basically, Defense University. Him and Asougi is in defense lawyer university, and, well, he's been convicted, he's not convicted. He's been, accused of murder, and he's trying to right the wrongs of the nation. Rather late lunch. I think I didn't press this. Let's just press everything. 2 p.m. A late lunch indeed. Late lunches are the latest trend in the British Empire. Isn't that so, my lady? You don't even need to translate that one. No. That sounded like a no. A sharp one at that. This lady appears to be a guest at the medical... Sorry, that's really funny. Okay. This lady appears to be a guest at the medical research laboratory. Hence, she would often go out to lunch with Dr. Watson. But on that day, the victim had a doctor's appointment. I think there's a note about that somewhere in the court record. He certainly did. It was almost 2 p.m. by the time his treatment was complete. I see. That makes sense. Truly a perfect memory for a perfect lady. The witnesses then gathered at the restaurant. What happened next? Okay. He said something about the court record. Hold on. Let me okay. Let me look at the court record. Dental examination. Victim tooth pulled and was forbidden to consume anything other than water. That's all we already know. Unable to eat. You're referring to the professor's visit to the Hotta clinic, right? That is correct. You didn't even ask her first. Incidentally, was the lady aware of that visit? Yes. She heard about the tooth extraction of the day. That means you were the one who ate the beefsteak after all? That is correct. This photograph reveals how the scene looked at the time. Sad and terrifying. At the time, huh? Indeed, what a tragedy to have ventured out this far eastern land, only to be embroiled in the murder case. I, Ouchie, shall become a vengeful god and sink my fist into the criminal's face. That is violence. I will sue you. I take it the late Dr. Watson didn't ingest anything then? Yes, with the exception of carbonated water. Carbonated water? Although he could not eat, he could at least have a drink. So the two of us made a toast, she says. A toast with carbonated drinks. So, what did you think of that testimony? Oh, I think it's important. I mean, if you're giving me a choice, it's probably important. I believe there's a deeper meaning to the lady's testimony. Aha! Fascinating. And what meaning could that be, pray tell? His eyes. When the time is ripe, the meaning shall reveal itself. The defense requests that the witness's last statement be added to her testimony. Huh! Clever save. Thanks, Asougi. Now then, my lady, would you please add that statement to your testimony for us? She didn't say anything. Gladly, she says. Oh. Nice, Asougi. I'll remember those words. Which words? Or, when the time is ripe. What a convenient phrase. Could you take this a little more seriously, Naruhodo? The professor and I made a toast using carbonated water in wine glasses. He had no freaking water or anything. He had no glasses. Yeah, he had no glasses. It was just one glass. Take this, bitch. Hi! That's it! I'd like to confirm something about this photograph. The lady herself just told us that the spectacle shown in this photograph was exactly how the crime scene looked at the time. That is correct. Except that's, bullshit. Really strange. The only strange thing here is your inability to properly slam that desk. Or, I'm not used to it, okay? I'll don't worry. What is so strange about this photograph? Wait, you don't know? Bro, hold on. Spicy water. That is basically what carbonated water is. I'm referring to the toast they made. And the toast? Yes, it's deep brown. Very crunchy. The lady said, oh sorry. The lady said she made a toast with carbonated water and wine glasses. But if that was the case, the table should have 2 glasses on it. Oh! You're right! There's only 1 single wine glass. Yaddy! No matter how you look at it, that's just a trivial matter. It's not... How would it disappear? Did he eat it? How could a single wine glass have any impact on the case? Higgyaddy! Trivial, you say? Even if it was the police that hit a glass to deflect suspicion from the lady. Oh, even if it was the police that hit a glass to deflect suspicion from the lady. There we go. What rubbish! I would never perform such a foolish act. Then shouldn't there be 2 wine glasses? I mean, think about it. They made a toast. They just share a wine glass? Like, what's up? Yes, I suppose you have a point. While posing as a waiter, I brought 2 wine glasses to their table, but... Detective, what did she just say? Evidently, the one who removed the wine glass was none other than Miss Giselle Brett herself. What? I was so profoundly shaken by the events that had transpired before my eyes that I concealed the fact that I was there, against my better judgment. Why? Sorry. Alright. See? It was a trivial matter after all. Excuse me? Lest we forget, her fellow countryman was murdered before her very eyes. You cannot blame her for hiding 1 or 2 wine glasses under such duress. Wait, where did she hide it? She said there was no hiding place. So if she has a hiding place for the wine glass, then she might have a hiding place for a gun. That's my theory. That's absurd! Or perhaps... You dare condemn this frail foreign beauty's sense of playfulness? What does that mean? What? Oh please, you can't just dismiss something like this as as mere playfulness. It's not a character trait. Tampering with evidence is not an endearing character trait. By the way, how exactly did she hide the wine glass? Exactly. Asking the real questions also okay. She says she placed it into the small handbag she was carrying. Oh, her handbag? A fashionable pouch in which ladies of the British Empire store personal items. Alright, thanks for the definition. With this, we've established that the lady took the wine glass from the scene. However, said wine glass is irrelevant to the case at hand. No, but she's got a fucking hiding place. This evil student is merely grasping at straws. The court has no need for any more of this misleading accusations. His, not this. Indeed. Now that we know why the lady took that wine glass, we must all agree that there is no bearing on it has no bearing on the case at hand. Understood, attorney? No. Fuck you. Huh? But I wonder, at this little rate, if If we wish to press this issue any further, we must first prove why it's worthy of a discussion. Yeah. Miss Brett whisked the glass away in her handbag. So the crucial question is, call attention to the handbag. I call bullshit! Yeah, I was hoping it, like, I don't know, the weird, like, swan thing probably is like, I don't know. The weird swan thing is actually a pistol or something and it like shot him. Hold on a minute. She put the wine glass in her handbag? Indeed, nothing strange about that. Every lady in the British Empire owns a handbag, you know. As I recall, Miss Brett made a certain claim earlier. This dress has no pockets. There's no place for me to hide a pistol. You fucked up. However, we now know she had a handbag. Wasn't it possible for her to hide a pistol in that handbag? Oh! Way to go, partner. I know you'd notice that contradiction. What do you mean by that, you dirty little... It's simple. The defendant, Ryuunosuke Naruhodo, picked up a fallen pistol, then heard a gunshot. Since he did not pull the trigger of the pistol in his hand, there must have been another one. Another gun that was the true murder weapon. Do they have... I don't know how it... Yeah, I don't know how, like, far back this is, but do they have, like, can they compare the rifling on the gun and stuff? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's, like... I don't know if that's a thing that you can do right now. Or, like, I don't know, fingerprints and stuff? I don't know, man. It would have been a lot easier if we can figure out fingerprints and bullet rifling and stuff. And you can definitely tell that the pistol was not fired by the same gun. Anyway. It's probably not. It's probably not. You can't mean... Detective! Yes. Did you investigate the contents of Miss Brett's handbag? Of course not. He's an idiot. No, I did not inspect it. I knew it. In other words, the other gun, the true murder weapon, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. What? What did you say? Look at her freaking skirt. She could have. She can hide it. She can hide an entire freaking convenience store in there. Order, order, order in the court. Detective, I demand an explanation. Of what, Prosecutor Ouchie? How could you fail to give a handbag a thorough inspection? This lady has been forced to put up false accusations due to a lack of due diligence. You did it, partner. Thanks, Asougi. You've created an opportunity to tear down her facade. You really think so? He's dying again. Oh god. Oh god! He's gonna pass away now. Oh jeez. My goodness. I seem to be dying faster than I thought. You have no faith in the Imperial Police, I see. Huh? It's true, I did not check the contents of the lady's handbag. Because there was no need to do so. What do you mean? I must thank that student attorney over there. What? 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 Oh, I thought like Asougi was somehow part of it. I would have been like, bruh, I trusted you. I was so scared. I was so freaking scared. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, he has reminded me of a piece of evidence that I forgot to show to the court. This here photograph. Oh! It's transparent. I took this photograph as a precaution after the incident occurred. As you can see, Miss Brett's handbag was captured in this picture. What? You can clearly see the inside of her handbag. Exactly, Your Honor. This handbag was woven from leather, a material popular among high-class Londoners. My word! Its contents are out on full display! Hence, there was no need to inspect it. After all, if there was a pistol inside, it would have stood out immediately. The lack of a pistol is proof of Miss Brett's innocence. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present this, young student. Ugh. No! Hat gun. Yeah, it's actually hat gun. Alright, give me a second. Man, tapioca is really good to drink in the middle of investigations. Order! Order! Detective, I order you to hand over that photograph as evidence. As you wish, Your Honor. Taken by Hosonaga, Zizel's handbag is pictured on a chair near the victim's table. Hereby conclude the cross-examination of the witness. I'm fucked. Hold on. Oh, there's no OST, I feel weird. The court believes that, with this photograph, all relevant evidence is at hand. As long as there are no issues with this photograph, all doubts surrounding this case have been cleared. Now it is time to render a verdict. Hold the phone. Goddamn. In other words, there's but one conclusion. No one was capable of committing the crime except for the student prostrated on his desk. That's a weird word to pick. No. I thought we were about to make a great turnabout. Instead, we were shut down before we could even... Asougi! Not you too, not your headband! Oh no. This is a dire situation. Asougi? I'm sorry, Naruhodo. Now that the cross-examination's over, we have no way of prolonging this trial. What? Then the verdict will be... You put up a good fight for a starry-eyed student, I'll give you that. However, the resistance is futile in the face of a fair judgment. Reflect on that fact to your heart's content from the comfort of your cell. Is this the end? Am I really gonna be jailed for a crime I didn't even commit? And what about Asougi? He'll be forced to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's not... Yeah, I don't think that's what you should be thinking about right now. But I mean, I get it. He is your boyfriend. You know, he's very important to you. So think a little bit more about your, like, life sentence. Hey, Asougi. What is it, Naruhodo? Are we really out of options? You heard the judge. As long as there are no issues with that detective's photograph. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Details. Oh. What's this? Something. There's something here. There's something here! Like a bull? Like a bull tattoo? No, we got this. We got this, Asougi. It's not over yet. The trial cannot continue. It's over. No! I found something. I have great observation skills. Don't boink! Very well. The court shall proceed to deliver its judgment. It appears that we can report back to the British Empire without further delay. Damn it. I will now announce the verdict for the... Hi! Desk slam. Please wait, Your Honor. Naruhodo? You should hold off on passing a verdict. What are you going on about now? Once the trial is over and a conclusion is reached, the judge hands down the verdict. That is the most fundamental rule that governs the Supreme Court. Hi! Fuck you! But His Honor clearly said, as long as there are no issues with this photograph. But I have an issue! All doubts surrounding this case have been cleared. Now it's time to render a verdict. Therefore, in the event that there's a huge issue with the evidence, the trial must go on. Are you delusional? The only purpose of this photograph was to show the items on her handbag. How could there be any issue with it? Tattoo. Get your eyes checked, dude. I think you need newer glasses or something. You're... I understand the defense's concern. It's true, we have yet to examine this photograph closely. However, I cannot imagine what additional clues may lie with this handbag. Why is everyone blind as a bat? Huh! As if anything like that would exist. I'm sick and tired of the students' desperate proclamations. Come on, I'm not that desperate. I'm a little desperate. I'm kind of desperate. I just know that there's something about this photograph that stands out. Very well then, we will grant the defense one last opportunity. Come again? Oh damn, okay. That's scary. Don't do that, that's scary. The judge, please, he's gonna freaking whack me. Why is he threatening me? This trial may or may not end immediately, depending on what you have to say. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. I may have wet my pants. In the photograph, the detective Hosonaga submitted as evidence. Please proceed to point out the significant... This one! Boink. Oh, present. Hi! Please take a look right here. On the victim's wrist, you can see a mysterious scar. Oh, it's a scar? I thought it was like a tattoo or something. It's so threatening, yeah. Oh, let me save. I forgot to save, it's been a while. But it's okay, I am ace detective, ace attorney. I don't need to save. I know exactly what's going on. Indeed. It looks like a burn. I was wondering what you might blurt out in your desperation, but really? That has absolutely nothing to do with the lady's handbag, does it? That is indeed a scar from the burn. Huh? Could you elaborate, detective? The police had noticed the burn as well during the investigation of the corpse. However, since it had nothing to do with the cause of death, it was left out of the records. That would only be fair, because even establishing precisely when the victim suffered the burn would be impossible to begin with. The more I look at this, the more I think that there's something strange. The more I think that there's something strange about this scar. But Prosecutor Ouchi is correct. As long as there's no clear connection to this case, I do not see any need to further investigate this burn mark. Unfortunately, Your Honor, the time for her to dine with officials of the University is fast approaching. If it is all right, the witness would like to kindly request that she be allowed to leave. Oh, but of course, that is not a problem at all. Your Honor, please, let us hand down the verdict at once. Naruhodo. Explain yourself. Me? Are you saying that this burn mark is somehow related to the case? Hold on. Hold on. Is there anything in male British? Point blank. There's no exit window. How is... Okay, I guess, I mean, that probably has nothing to do with anything. On the front? Wait, is there anything here? Nope. Nothing. Victim's table. Oh! He got burned from the stake thingy. Oh, look at me, big brain, handling this case. I got you. I got you. To tell you the truth, I don't really know that myself, but if I just stand idly by, it's all over for me. No matter what, I have to keep pushing forward, even if I'm just grasping at straws. Yeah, you're right. Asougi. If we can prove a connection between this burn mark and the incident at hand, poison. Sorry. Hosonaga. Sorry, Hosonaga was dying in the background. Totally not me. Totally not me. We may be able to wrench open that door. A door that was once locked to us. What now? There's no way you can possibly pull that off. We cannot afford to waste time listening to baseless conjecture. In other words, all we need to do is show you evidence, Your Honor. The proof that links the burn mark to this incident. That is correct. Truth be told, I had overlooked this mysterious burn mark. However, the moment you pointed it out in the photograph, I did not overlook the sudden darkness that overtook the witness's face. Oh, nice. What? My only option is to establish a connection between the burn mark and the crime. This is really important. I can't mess it up. Blech. I have to find the evidence that will reveal the truth behind the burn mark. Boink. Now, I will order the defense to present evidence to the court. What evidence establishes a connection between the burn mark and this case? This. Yes, yes. Hi! This is the same photograph from before. I think photographs really are an extraordinary invention. Things that are easily overlooked by the untrained eye can be recorded eternally for all to see. And what are you getting at? Tell us what we're supposed to see. I cannot allow your needless charades to waste any more of Milady's time. I hope you'll be willing to grace us with your presence for just a short while longer, miss. You're about to be convicted of murder. The connection we're looking for is very clearly shown in this photograph. Why did the victim have such a mysterious burn mark on his body? Now, what was the cause? The cause? A bluff as obvious as that won't work on me. You would do well as present your evidence immediately. What do you suppose caused the victim's burn mark? The knife. go. Hi! The beefsteak? I'm really hungry for beefsteak. Beefsteak isn't the important part. It's the iron plate under the meat. The plate? Oh, whoa! What's the matter, Your Honor? He has better freaking... Oh, look at this in color. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks so good in color. I'm so hungry. This iron plate bears a certain insignia. It's safe to assume that this is a symbol of Laquantos. Ah! The insignia on this iron plate. And the shape of the victim's burn mark are a perfect match. Ouch! Ouch. Naruhodo! You're really something else. He's right! Therefore, you are bullshitting us. We can assume that the victim received the burn mark at Laquantos. But even if that may be true, it doesn't mean he was burnt on the day of the murder. Surely it was on the day before the crime, or the day before that, or any other unrelated day. Well, you see, I mean, he's got a point. Higiyari! Bad news, Prosecutor Ouchie, the chances are terribly low. Why is that? Asougi. Why would that be? Look at how clearly the burn shows on the skin. A burn like this would have sent the restaurant into an uproar. Oh, okay. Detective Hosonaga, what are your thoughts? True, yeah, okay, makes sense, yeah. An injury of such severity could not possibly slip without causing a bit of a fuss. But... The wound appears to be fresh. He was burned recently. And while the wound is indeed small, it had left a distinct burn mark. That means this was an especially severe burn. Huh. What does that mean for us? For example, oh, yes. Let me give you the conditions that would have been present for a burn like that to form. I'm guessing, like, I mean, first of all, he shouldn't be eating that steak, so why the hell would he have that burn mark? But also, like, if like a burn that severe, he's probably like, you know, his hand is you know, it has to be pressed down, like, you know, it can't just be him being like, you know, like, ow, you know, it's not like a 2-second like, ow, owie, owie, you know. He's probably dead by the time that burn was formed. You know, so like his hand is on the burn mark the whole time, and so it's like really clearly imprinted. I think that's what's happening here. He would have to press against a hot surface for at least 3 seconds at 90 degrees Celsius. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's probably dead already by the time his hands are on the burn. One probably wouldn't be able to help but let out a scream from the pain. I've been undercover at Laquantos for weeks, and I've never heard any screams like that. As a waiter of the restaurant in question, I can confidently assure you of that. Weren't you focusing on your detective work? Hi! Indeed, that's why it's so strange. I agree with Detective Hosonaga. If you were to press your skin down on such a hot plate, you would have cried out in pain. It's just human instinct. But the detective didn't hear any screams. What's even stranger, on that day, I didn't hear anything like that either. Oh, what? If he had just accidentally dropped his hand on the hot plate for 3 seconds, can you really call it an accident if you leave it there for 3 seconds? Exactly. He's already dead. At the time, the witnesses were me, the soldier, and the antique shop owner. Needless to say, all of us would have heard a scream if it happened. Why? Every time he turns his head towards the camera, it scares me. Isn't that right, prosecutor? Huh? Well, yes, that's true. Then it begs the question, why did none of us hear Dr. Watson scream? Naruhodo! What are you getting at? I can't believe this. Even I had no idea we would reach this kind of conclusion. But it seems that all of us may have fallen victim to an inconceivable trap. What's going on? I actually don't know what's happening. What's happening? Huh? Anyway, well, I mean, he's probably going to explain it to us, hopefully. Help me, please. I can only think of one possible explanation for this contradiction. When the professor burned his wrist, he was completely oblivious, dozing off, already dead. That's what that was my guess. So, let's see if I was right. He's already dead. Even when his wrist was pressed onto the hot iron plate, he still managed to be silent. A scenario like that would be impossible. That is, if we ignore the obvious implication. The obvious implication? Do you mean... Yes, he must have already been dead. Already? Dead? There's no other way to see it at this point. On that day, when the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Watson's dining table, the doctor was already dead. What? It can't be! Order! 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 Just what in heaven's name does this mean? Haven't we been operating on the assumption that the victim was killed by a gunshot? Indeed so, Your Honor. Don't be misled. That student's outrageous claims are nothing but nonsensical attempts to twist the truth. The one twisting the truth is you, prosecutor. How so? We have established the crime. We have established the time, not the crime. The time when the doctor burnt his wrist at La Quantos. The reality of this incident has already changed completely. Do you not understand? Your Honor, we demand further testimony. If the victim had been dead long enough before the sound of that gunshot, there's a possibility that the witness knew about that fact. This is beyond my wildest imagination. I never would have thought that this trial would be twist after twist. Seriously, dude, this is a doozy. I'm sorry to ask this of you, Miss Brett, but you'll have to give up on your prior arrangements. Are you mad? While our country's judicial system may still be immature, we cannot pass a verdict when so many clear doubts remain. Your Honor. Did she just laugh? Yes, of course.
Yes.
Oh, damn! Oh, damn! Oh, she speaks Japanese!
I'll happily consent to your demands. For the sake of your empire and mine. For the friendship we share with the Empire of Japan.
Oh, Miss Brett? Does you just speak Japanese?
Oh, certainly. I know the language. What kind of exchange student doesn't?
Then why did you need an interpreter? Waste our time, 2021.
Queen's English. English is the most beautiful language of all. A lady would never stoop to dirtying her lips with other ugly languages unless she had to.
Oi. That's rude as shit.
It would seem that gentlemen in this land want for chivalrous spirits.
I can't read English.
As such, I am left with no choice but to speak for myself.
Oh, okay. You really are a proper British lady. The extent of your goodwill spreads as wide as the great ocean. This is bullshit. Very well. Miss Brett, the court requests you give additional testimony. Tell us what you know of the circumstances surrounding the victim's death. So she's finally willing to speak for herself. This is where our fight really begins, Naruhodo. You've said that like 3 times. This case is so long. The victim's death. Alright.
Unfortunately, I do not know when the doctor burned himself. I simply enjoyed my beefsteak and shared a toast with him, remember? I heard the post-mortem states that he was killed with a gun. What else can I say? If there exists a way to kill without leaving a trace, then show it to me. But your inexperienced investigators couldn't possibly produce any new evidence, surely.
Give me new evidence.
Please.
That was the most beautiful testimony that has ever graced this court. You're giving her way too much praise. She is literally just speaking.
I hope this to be the final time I'm forced to speak in this barbaric language.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My. I do sincerely apologize if I have offended you.
You sure have. Not at all! Sorry. Not at all! Being blessed with such words fills me with joy!
I knew all along that the burn mark had nothing to do with it.
You are an idiot.
I'm sure your Minister of Justice would love to hear all about today's trial.
Minister of Justice?
I'd like to see that the bothersome hoodlum of a student over there receives an increased punishment for his unsubstantiated accusations.
Amen? Amen. Huh? Wow. Thanks. Did she say amen? Yeah, I guess she did. I almost couldn't read that. Speaking of bothersome, we're ready for the next cross-examination. I'm sure you've already noticed that this bothersome hoodlum is actually quite exceptional. You shouldn't need reminding that this will be your final chance at a cross-examination. Should there be no issues with the following testimony, you're fucked. And this will truly be the conclusion of the trial. Do you understand, attorney? Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Asougi's like, dude, chill out. Very well then, you may proceed with the cross-examination. Jesus. The victim's death. Okay. Fortunately, I do not know when the doctor burned himself. I simply enjoyed my beefsteak and shared a toast with him, remember? But the doctor was the one who ate the beef steak. You just testified a minute ago that it was carbonated water, right? That's not the problem. At the time, Dr. Watson was only allowed to drink liquids. Because of that, he ordered carbonated water. Isn't that right, head waiter? Yes, I'm sure of it. You are correct. However? As for whether the doctor had drunk any water when I carried the beefsteak over, I have no memory of that. God damn you. It literally says God damn it. God damn you. Oh, I know what that means. May God's blessing be upon you, right? Yeah, that one. I'm pretty sure that's the exact opposite of what it means.
Anyway.
I heard the postmortem states that he was killed with a gun. What else can I say? If there exists a way to kill without leaving a trace, then show it to me. But you're inexperienced. Okay. States he was killed with a gun. Did we ever talk about that? I mean, she probably already- she saw it, right? But, I mean... Hi! That's right. It's written in the report. Bled to death after a single shot to the chest.
Yes.
Fortunately, humans can't die from minuscule burn wounds. And besides that, if no trace of any other cause of death was found on the body, then nothing but the bullet you fired could have killed the victim. But if the burn is from the iron plates, it would have been shortly after it reached the table. That's right. If it had cooled off even a little bit, it would have been able to leave it wouldn't have been able to leave a burn. And if the burn didn't come from touching the plates, then naturally at the time he would have been already dead. You gotta... However, the reality is that the victim died from a gunshot wound, so as long as you have no evidence to refute that, your argument is meaningless. Indeed, Prosecutor Ouchi is correct. Ugh. I don't actually know. What else can I say? If there's a show it to me. Without a trace. Whether you shoot with a gun, strangle, stab with a knife, or push someone down, when you take someone's life, there is always a trace left behind. Indeed, that is correct. Our police force investigated everything, I can say with absolute certainty. Right, Detective Hosonaga? I strive for the most absolutely thorough investigation to the best of my ability. There's no doubt that the average murderer would leave behind a trace on the corpse. But is there any method that would be an exception to that rule? Huh?
If perhaps by any chance you suspect me, then I would have to request you show me the means by which I killed the doctor. But that's out of the question, isn't it? Don't be absurd. That very nerve suspecting a lovely British woman is such a thing. Such an insolent fellow. I actually shall slice him in two. What kind of murder method won't leave a trace? If you want to prove it, you'll need some sort of evidence. Huh? Cause single shot to the... Am I not supposed to trust this? Because it literally says single shot to the single shot to the chest.
if that's not true, then what the fuck, you know? Like, if that's evidence. I mean, I was gonna say poison, but like, it says the postmortem literally said he bled to death, right? So. Is there anything else here? Records. Entry on the day of the incident. Prepared anesthesia. Tooth extraction. Okay, that's the same. Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, no. Strictly prohibited for 3 hours after treatment. Can't tell what that is. There's a gunshot wound. I can't do anything about that. Satoru, my badge. Can I look at my badge? Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Good badge. Bottle of sparkling water and a plate from the steak's lunch on the victim's table. Why is the sogi so chunky? Enjoyed my beefsteak. Is it okay to— okay, let me save. Is it possible to present the beefsteak? Cause he had the burn, so he should be the one eating the steak, right? Sorry, I wasn't actually supposed to. God damn you. Hold on. Let me talk to her about this, because I'm pretty sure I didn't press that yet. What exactly do you mean by inexperienced?
In the British Empire, all evidence left at the scene is preserved and investigated by police. But in this country, investigations are one and done affairs, correct?
Yes, La Quantos is running business as usual today. What the fuck?
That's why, even if the situation changes.
Oh my! Oh, he— Huh? Even if the situation changes, you won't be able to file new evidence. What is this? And your inexperienced investigators didn't find a single shadow of a doubt. Isn't it nice?
Isn't it nice? It's just so— how do I say this? Magnanimous.
Gah! That hits right where it hurts. Those words sting, my lady. Doeme? Somehow, the prosecutor feels like he's trying to act like a big shot. Pretty sure it's just your imagination. Though, Giselle's testimony just now, for a moment, I feel like something was trying to jump out at me. Oh, him. What do you think, Naruhodo? I can't do it. No matter how much I press her, I can't get anything useful. That's no surprise. She's clearly very stubborn. But if we don't take action now, this cross-examination is over. No! I can't I even find a single clue? Is it really impossible to tear down that foreign belle's testimony? Hey, Asougi? What is it, Naruhodo? There's actually one thing that bothers me. What bothers you? Is it that lady? No. Well, yeah. But also no. It's not her. It's the one next to her. Detective Hosonaga. The detective? In that last testimony, I feel like his reaction is pretty unusual. He's also dying. Maybe if I point out the good detective's reaction, he'll spill the beans. That's it. I've got an idea. Try pressing that lady's final statement one more time. Huh? This time, our target isn't that stoic lady, but rather the detective standing right next to her. Oh! Okay. So you must be onto something. Alright, I'll try to press it. Yeah. Oh, yeah! What if he is poisoned? The entire restaurant is poisoned. Press. Hi. Da 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 da. Oh. That's it. The detective reacted to Giselle's testimony. Up until a short while ago, the detective was on the witness stand as her interpreter. But now, the situation has changed completely. Detective Hosonaga is now in a position to listen to her testimony. Oh, now he reacts to things. Hold on. Okay, so this is the new thing in this game. There's always a new game. There's always a new like element in their trials and stuff in every Ace Attorney. So I guess this is it for this game. There's gonna be multiple like witnesses, multiple testimonies, and then like they can react to each other. I guess. I think that's cool. Maybe this is the new chance we've been waiting for. What do you mean? Whenever someone takes a stand to testify, they try not to show any weaknesses. Oh, this OST. Oh, okay. However, when listening to someone else's words, they let the guard down. Their guard down. I see. He's completely lost in thought. Now, why don't we try questioning that detective? Question him? Naruhodo. Have a look at the screen. Okay. The screen. What are you talking about? Right now the lady testifying is our focus. Oh. If we slide this cursor, we can look at someone else. Then, while you're looking at another person, the option to question will appear. Pushing them while they're guard down might give you some information. If anything seems strange, don't hesitate to change your focus. Remember that. First I'll slide the cursor, look at the detective, and then I question. Alright, let's give it a go.
If the situation changes, you won't be able to file new evidence.
He's dying! Hello? Oh. Chotto! What is it? What on earth? Sorry dude, holy shit. Sorry, I didn't think I would startle you that much. Wow, I completely bypassed his defenses. This technique is more powerful than I thought. Now, it seemed like you were deep in thought about something. Maybe the lovely lady next to you helped you remember something? If there's anything you'd like to say, please tell us. Please. Please. What? Just what is
this?
Did you forget who's testifying right now?
If you have no problem with what she said, then this cross-examination is over.
Oh, okay. Don't okay. That's not going to fly.
What now?
Boink. As long as he is still on the stand, Detective Hosonaga still qualifies as a witness. Also, he is directly related to the case as well. Detective Hosonaga. Yes, Your Honor. Is there anything you would wish to say in regard to the testimony just now? Very well. If Your Honor must ask, I believe I do have something to say.
Oh shit.
Is it true that the Imperial Police's investigations are still inexperienced? Oh, it is true. I thought he was asking a question. It is true that the Imperial Police's investigations are still inexperienced compared to Britain. But I, myself, Hosonaga, I live my life by the motto, if you plan to investigate, do it to the utmost perfection. You've said that like 5 times now. Perfection? Therefore, I, myself, Hosonaga, took from the crime scene everything I could get my hands on. All in the name of crime scene preservation. I think that's illegal. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Call me a crime scene thief if you must, but I still did it. You're a crime scene thief. Her insults must have struck a nerve somewhere deep within the detective. For example, this. Okay. Isn't that the water? Carbonated water I brought from the victim's table that day. Now 3 days later, it's just regular water. Okay. But this was once carbonated water, let no one say otherwise. It looks like there's still some water left in that bottle. I swear, in this imminent new age, our country's police will become the world's best. I, Hosonaga, believe in that from the bottom of my heart. I am also going to die in 3 minutes. I don't understand the witness himself, but I certainly understood his claim. The court accepts this beautiful glass bottle as evidence. Carbonated water. Sparkling water Giselle and the victim were drinking on the internet. It was on the victim's table. Okay. If I may, Miss Brent, is this without a doubt what the victim was drinking with you on that day?
Yes, that very glass bottle.
I feel like just now it looked like she tried to avert her eyes. Can't see her eyes, so your guess is as good as mine. Very well then, let us get back to the cross-examination. Detective, please try to keep yourself together. Please refrain from dying before this trial is over. Do not know. Okay, hold on. I need to look at the alright. Details. Okay. Please read it for me. This label is written in a foreign language that I've never seen before. Just kidding, you can't read it. What does it say, Asougi? It appears to be French. It's some kind of luxury item. But what does it say? Go to France and ask them. You could have just said you didn't know. Not the time for snarky remarks right now. At the time, Dr. Watson was drinking the carbonated water. There's still a little bit left, but it's probably flat by now. Oh, speaking of which, my throat is a little dry. Maybe I should drink some of this to soothe my throat. I don't know about that one, Chief. No, don't. Naruhodo. the very least, you shouldn't drink the evidence for a case. Yeah, you're right. After all, we don't know if there's anything in it. You're always full of surprises. This carbonated water. We don't know if there's anything in it. I wonder. What's wrong, Naruhodo? You went silent all of a sudden. Maybe I've just found another possibility. Yeah, it's poison. It's poison. It is poison. Poison. Kill it without a trace. There we go. Poison. Hi. Take this. This is the glass bottle from earlier. There's only one way the victim could have been killed without leaving a trace. Of course, that would be poison. I can't believe I said poison, like, you know, as a joke. And it was real. Poison! That day, Dr. Watson took a drink of this carbonated water. The liquid inside the bottle could have easily contained poison. And when the doctor drank it, that's when he died. But why does the post-mortem say he died by a gunshot? Oh. Order in the court. Who could have poisoned his drink? Maybe it was someone sitting at his table. Only one person fits that description. Of course, that person would be Miss Giselle Brett. You poisoned Dr. Watson. You little... How dare you make such wild, baseless conjectures? Even a mere schoolboy like you should understand the position our empire is in. We only just signed the Japanese Anglo Alliance Treaty. Do you intend to destroy this historical relationship with your mad accusations? Bro, I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to do my freaking job. Yigiari. This is no place for politics. This is a court to judge criminal sins. What are you saying? Where she's from is irrelevant. Whether she's guilty or not is all that matters.
Excuse me, may I interject?
Ouchie! Will forcefully silence. Oh god. What did she say? Hold on. Something happened and I didn't see it. Oh, she said shut up. Forcefully silence all who insult my lady.
Shut the fuck up. The one who should be silenced is you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What in the world? Suddenly the air feels so tense. Also, the BGM stopped. Someone please start it back again. I'm scared.
Please excuse my earlier remark. I fear it was quite rude. I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart.
What remark could you be referring to?
I call the Japanese police inexperienced. But even with their lack of experience, I'm sure they at least conducted a proper investigation. Surely they investigated whether or not this bottle was laced with poison.
About that. Of course we did. Huh? As I had stated earlier, I always strive for perfection. It is my life's goal. That's why I drank the entirety of this bottle. Then, naturally, we have inspected the contents of this glass bottle. My word! And what of the results? After analyzing it against all poisons known to our country, our conclusion is this carbonated drink contains no poison whatsoever. What? You absolutely sure? That is the conclusion reached by the Chief Imperial Medical Examiner himself. What? What?
Please allow me to express my sincere gratitude to the people of this country. They so graciously proved my innocence. I am truly in your debt.
Of course we did! It's all part of the job, milady. No thanks necessary. Oh god. How could this happen to me? This is ridiculous. If he was poisoned, then all the pieces of the puzzle would fit together perfectly. It would seem that all has been made clear with this cross-examination. Other than this pistol, there were no other available means to murder the doctor. Therefore, the one who committed this crime can only be the defendant who was holding the weapon in his own hand. This really is the end of the line for me. I do deeply apologize for taking up your time, Miss Brett.
There is no need for apologies, just as long as everyone knows the truth.
Defense, there's one thing I would like to confirm with you. Do you have any other new evidence that you wish to present? Asougi. I'm sorry, Naruhodo. We have nothing left.
Well then, I will take my leave of you all. Get wrecked.
Oh man. Oh? Huh? Huh? Oh? What? What was that? Eh?
I must ask for your patience.
Huh? I remember her. What's she doing here? Who was that?
I'm deeply sorry for interrupting this trial. I am a legal assistant. My name is Susato Mikotoba. Susato? Susato Mikotoba.
Mikotoba? She's a daughter, right? She appeared calm and dignified in her desperate final moments. What did she have? In her hands, she held a small bag enveloped in cloth. Enveloped. She held a small bag enveloped in cloth. Eh? 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 Oh. Save, I guess I will. Holy crap, this freaking trial is huge! This trial is so much larger than I thought! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, you guys. This is the prologue! This is the first case! What is this? Oh god, okay, if there's another part, I probably have to end it here.